government in the year 1984, May 12th to be precise.
Okay.
May 12th
I'd also like to know. Okay, go on. Please go on.
May 12th to be precise.
Okay.
Then I attended my kindergarten school in Shogule and Yinka Nursery Primary School. Then I now proceeded to local government primary school in the year 1990, situated in Shogule. Local government was founded in 1956. It was formerly Munshi local government school, but later when Oshodi local government was created by Jakonde, they renamed it Local Government Primary School, Shogule. After 6 years, from 1990 to 96, I proceeded to Oshodi High School, formerly known as State High School, Oshodi, in the Bolade area of Oshodi. Proceeded to Oshodi. Then spent another 3 years in the junior school, where I went to the science department of the school. I was in science class because of in the year 2002 from Oshodi High School under the tutelage of Abimbola, principal like Abimbola Kasimatins, principals like Shongoroti.
I'm sorry to interrupt you, sir. I'm sorry to interrupt you, sir. You will do me a favor, because of the shortness of time. That's a major constraint we have. You've mentioned your school. You've mentioned the
The audio is breaking. Okay, better now.
Okay.
No, the audio is not good. Your audio. Yes, faintly. I can hear you. I can hear you. Go ahead.
Now, just before, let's go straight to like your institutions. You understand? And then onto your institution.
Please, can the engineer work on the audio? Hello, 1 minute, please. The audio, the way you started, the audio was crystal clear. Something like this now. Can you say something so that I can hear?
How about now? Can you hear me?
Yes, I can hear you, but it's breaking up in between. It's not as clear as it started. Yes. Audio.
I'm walking. Can you hear me?
Hello?
Yes. Can you hear me now?
Okay, go ahead with the question. Let me see.
Can you hear me?
Are you using earpiece or you're using the phone audio directly?
I'm using the phone. I'm using the phone itself. No earpiece here.
I think your network is breaking. That's why very well.
I can hear you clearly.
Yes, I know. I'm talking of audio of the moderator. That audio is not so that
clear. I can hear you.
Okay, Mr. King can speak now. Let's hear audio.
Okay.
I can hear you. Go ahead. It's not clear, but I can manage. Let's go ahead.
Okay. So school history to it's like the university education, anything like that. Did you get that?
I'm having difficulty. If we must have this, the audio has to be worked on. The audio.
As a matter of fact,
Okay. I think what we're going to do. I think.
I can hear you clearly. I can hear you clearly.
Mr. King, can you reconnect? Mr. King, today, can you reconnect your phone?
As a matter of fact, I can hear you.
Your audio is not that clear. That is why it's cracking. Can you reconnect again? Can you log out and reconnect back so I can have a clear audio?
Log out the meeting?
Yes. Log out from the meeting and you log in back.
Alright.
So let's try that.
All right.
Okay. I would try to engage the moderator before you come back.
Okay.
Okay. Honorable Ebere, can you hear me now?
I can hear you clearly.
Okay. So now what is asking is that you should give us a brief introduction about you.
Okay.
Your academic, your profession, and your political background.
I'll make it short and snap.
Okay. Thank you. You can do that now.
Thank you very much. I can go ahead.
Yes.
Can I go ahead? Okay.
Yes.
My name is Honorable Nadia Ebere Peter. I'm a Nigerian by blood, by everything. I'm from Imo State, by state of origin. I attended local government primary school, proceeded to Oshodi Solo, Oshodi Primary School, Oshodi High School, my secondary school. After then, I went to Yaba Tech. After going for my MD, PT, then I proceeded to University of Lagos. After University of Lagos, I became a builder. I went for 2 ways in my year 4. I became a builder by profession. After my building profession, I delved into facility management. I took the aspect of maintenance of building. I delved into facility management from the year 2011 till date. But in between, I've always had this penchant for politics.
Okay.
Right from the Fourth Republic, I've had this.
Okay, can I go on now? Or
yes, you can.
Okay. I think you've done a job on where you've been, your early life and background and all that. I'm happy about that. And I'm happy to hear the fact that you got to know should. So some of the questions I would love to ask, follow questions may not be necessary. Now, you said something just now about having a penchant for politics. Yes. Now, confusing politics with service to humanity or service to your community. I'd like you to draw the line to something. It is one thing to be a in which case you are passionate about helping your immediate community. Do you understand? It's another thing to be a politician. Because politics, as you know, it is a game of numbers in power. So which one of these would you say is your motivation, basically?
Okay, if I heard you correctly, you're talking about the relationship between politics and service to my community. Is that what you said?
Yeah, I'm actually trying to draw the difference in your passion. When you say something about you've had this passion for politics. Do you understand? So now I hope we are not confusing politics as it were with a passion to serve your community. Something like a social crusade. That's what I want you to hear. Do you understand?
The audio, I want to get the questions correctly. The audio is giving me. I want to be able to answer on the question. Yes. Okay, better now.
Yeah.
Better. Say that word again. Again.
Okay.
You said again.
I'm saying
Okay.
Yes, I'm saying when I rejoined now, can you hear me? Can you hear me?
I can hear you, but in between is cracking.
Oh,
They can work on the audio. I want to have a perfect interview so that I'll be able to hit the
okay.
points.
Okay, and sorry, Mr. So let me just speak. Let me just speak that. Can you hear me?
I can hear you loud and clear, crispy clear.
Okay. Now, since you have introduced yourself to us, we would like to know the candidate of the party that barely has a structure in this constituency. How do you intend to pull this off?
Okay. As you may know, I belong to the Labour Party, but before my sojourn to Labour Party, have crisscrossed from PDP in 99 down to AD, from AD to ACN to APC, back to YPP last year. I contested as a councillor in Ward E1, Oshodi Solo. So I have my structure from YPP, where I contested as a councillor in Ward E1 against Wasiu Femi, who is the current councillor, going for his second time. So I already built my structure for the YPP because YPP was unknown. But now I'm in Labour. I joined Labour December last year because of the NCM front and what we intend doing, because we were muzzled out using YPP. And we believe that every Nigerian is a Labour. The workforce itself, we can galvanize the workforce and sell our idea and manifesto and our agenda to them so that they will key in to what we are doing. So leveraging on the structure, existing structure that I have within the local government. Like I said, I schooled in the local government, my primary school in the local government, my secondary school in the local government. I've built contacts from Shogule, Air Force Base, Mafuluku, Ewututu, down to Oshodi and Bolade and Orile Oshodi. Over the years, for the last 26 years or counting, I've built that relationship. So, and other businesses, those that have come in contact with, aside schooling, I've built. Then also, my constituents, in terms of religion, my relationship with people, different tribes, different ethnic groups, and all that. So we are leveraging on the people, the willpower of the people to say no to bad governance, the willpower of the people to say enough is enough, the willpower of the people to say they want to make a change and they want to make their vote count. So the structure that I have is the people. And when the people are saying yes, it's yes. When the people say no, it's no. And the people have suddenly woken up to take back the power, the mantle of leadership, back to their own hands.
Okay.
So I depend on these people.
Sorry, Honorable Peter, we are talking about ideology. What is your ideology and how do you tend to, how will this reflect in the common man in our constituency?
My ideology, delving into politics, is to first play politics without violence and bitterness. We don't play politics with violence and bitterness. And my own ideology centers around humanitarian works, having that, being selfless, not being self-centered, having that human face to whatever you do. Over the years, I've found myself naturally doing these things, going out of my way to ensuring that the next person beside me gets what is due to him or her. God has been so kind to me. All my life, I've been picked from the nooks and crannies to come and manage one or two establishments, from hospitality to construction to facility management, down across, even in a religious space. Okay, I'm a Christian, but I attend our camp, so I've done things across. So it centers on human face, humanitarian works. How do we impact the next life around us? How do we make it better? Take it from where it is and to where we think it should be.
Okay, and thanks for that. And we really appreciate your patience in doing justice to this question pushed forward to you. Your names does not ring a bell in political circle around Oshodi. How do you think your chances are at the poll in 2023?
Okay. If I want to rephrase your question, I'm an underdog. That's what you mean. But in political space, there is no underdog. There's no underdog in political space. I told you my trajectory, my path in political, across the entire federal constituency, one Oshodi Solo. Since 99, I was barely 17 then. I've been active because of Ekweme. I've been active. I was a member of BATCO, Bola Ahmed Campaign Tinubu Organization, way back, as far back as 2001. I belong to one age group from AD days, Afenifere, back to ACN, down to, I was an agent in 2011 for CPC through Pastor Tunde Bakari in Ward E1, Polling Unit 005, Onori Street, Shogunle. You can confirm, number 10, Fasomi Hospital. I've been through that. Then I went as far as the people contributing for me to get a form for last year Lagos State Councillorship and Chairmanship election under YPP, because of the love that I have for my people and also the leadership quality that Kingsley Moghalu provides for me.
So, Honorable Peter, so with all this now, you believe you have chances at the poll?
Yes, I told you, I've built relationship across. I've built relationship from the day I was, for you to know, I was born and brought up in Shogunle. Oshodi, Solo. I've traversed nook and cranny of the Solo local government. I've built relationship. I've worked endlessly. I've brought in amenities through my contribution, information to those in position of authority. I brought in projects from federal. I can tell you single-handedly, I gave the information that brought in the renovation of classrooms in each ward in Oshodi Solo local government as way back as 2007.
Honorable Peter, please be specific. In each of the wards, which of the wards?
Ward E1. Okay. Then universal basic education. They were renovating schools per ward, primary schools, and the information, we couldn't get the information from our local government. I got it from Osun State. I brought it down, spoke to the supervisory council on works. We acted on it, and the ward got its own fair share of the universal basic education, just like TED Fund. You beg.
Okay, a quick one. Okay. What notable things have you done within this constituency that you think might give you the edge in the poll in 2023? What are the notable? Be specific and be objective. What are the notable things that you have done within this community that you think can give you an edge in the election? You know, many people want to see, to believe, see is believing. When Yoba says, dash of winning, at least if you want to close someone, the first of us check your appearance. That okay, you have done this, you have done this. If it's given chance, you should be able to do more. So, what are the things that you have done, like in your constituency, that you think it can give you an edge in 2023 election? Hello, Honorable, can you hear me? Hello. You have mute yourself, please. Hello, Honorable. Kindly unmute yourself, sir. Honorable Peter. Hello. Wow. Please unmute yourself. Okay, great. You have muted again. Please unmute yourself.
Okay, can you hear me?
Yes, perfect now. You have muted yourself again. Okay, fine. No. Okay, perfect. No, you have muted. Okay, perfect. I can hear you now. Do you get my last question?
No.
I said, what are the things that you have done within your constituency that you think can give you an edge in 2023 goals? And I want you to be specific and objective, sir.
Okay. What the things I've done that has given me the edge over every other candidate.
Yes.
Yes, in this forthcoming 2023 general election, to be precise, the Federal House of Assembly, Constituency 1 Oshodi Solo. One of the things I've done is getting out of school children. Hello? Getting out of school children back to school in the constituency. Hello?
Hello, I can hear you.
Okay, getting out of school children back to school, because the rate of out of school children in the constituency is becoming alarming. When you go to schools, you find out that the schools that we attended, classrooms are being demolished because of enrollment, lack of enrollment. So what I've successfully done currently through my club, Special Friends Club of Nigeria, we are going around getting students who are supposed to be in school, primary schools, and they are not in school, to get them back to school. Take for instance, if you come to Shogune, it's verifiable. There is this twins on Olori Street. They were out of school, and by the grace of God, they are in local government primary school now. We want to get more. We were able to provide sick bay to some schools, because we find out that when students are sick, there is no sick bay. So how can they learn when they are sick and they are sent home, whereby they can be put in a sick bay, a nurse will attend or a trained professional will attend to them. They can quickly recover and go back to the classroom and learn like their peers. So we've been doing that underground. Aside that, in my only two way, I get informations as somebody that is into hospitality and other facility management. If there is job provision space, I provide the information for my people in my local government so that they can act on the information and get employed. They are gainfully employed for the time being before they get the choice of work they want or the kind of job they want. I've been doing that over the years, seamlessly and effortlessly, without any payback, because I enjoy doing it. It's in it.
Okay, and Honorable Peter, thank you for that. Okay, let's quickly run through your manifesto. Let's talk about your plans and your manifesto in details. And let us know what you intend to do and how.
Okay, what I intend to do, the things that are contained in my manifesto, I just spoke about one. I'm going to legislate, promote a bill, sponsor a bill in the House if I'm elected come 2023. Sponsor that bill that will make sure that it is compulsory and mandatory for every part of the school. It is very, very key and germane to the growth of Nigeria. If we are to compete with the developed nations, we must build our human capacity. That's the biggest treasure that any nation can have. So the human capacity index, I think because of the 20 million out of school children, which our constituency has some portion of it, we want to make sure that we eradicate it in Oshodi Solo Federal Constituency 1, so that every of our citizens will be learned, will be literate. At least they will have the universal basic education, which is from basic 1 to basic 9, whereby they can, from there, choose whatever level they want to go to. That's one on education. I also want to use the tool of sports. I'm going to promote a bill where the Sports Commission will be empowered to integrate the youth so that to harness their energy, channel it positively. Sports is a veritable tool to be used, a good tool to be used for employment gain, a good tool to stop social vices, a good tool for infrastructural development and physical and mental development. I want to use sport as a weapon to reduce unemployment. I want to use sport as a weapon to launder our image foreign overseas. I want to use our sports because when sportsmen and women imbibe the spirit of sportsmanship and fair play, and they win laureate for the country, it promotes the image of the country positively. So it's in my agenda. As a lawmaker, I can only sponsor bills. I can only advocate for bills that can be signed into law, policies that can be implemented so that that will be of the common good of every Nigerian, regardless of your creed, your background, or your tribe. You don't have to be left out. You partake in it. So many other things, like using technology. We are in the age, the Gen Z, using technology also, promote bills that will encourage science and technology development, whereby our youth will be gainfully productive. Productivity can only build a nation. Without productivity, a nation cannot be built. So those are some of the things that are contained in my manifesto. Then healthcare is critical. Healthcare. In each of the 774 local governments, the primary healthcare centers, have you ever asked yourself, are they fully equipped? I will sponsor a bill also in collaboration with my colleagues in the House to promote healthcare, proper funding of the primary healthcare system, because that's where the rural people can relate with. We'll position a doctor, a professional doctor, a trained nurse, a midwifery person, and also we also equipped it with the intervention of federal government. We equipped the primary healthcare center. Also, we also seek for grants overseas and also encourage our doctors. You know, we have the highest rate of doctors in NHS in UK, and we also have in US. We encourage them to give back, repatriate some of these ideas, some of these funds that they've made over the years. They've been reaching out, outreach programs. We encourage it in our primary healthcare centers. So those are the bills that will sponsor, that will make the environment enabling for these people to repatriate their funds, to also key into this, so that our rural population, our mothers and our aged can benefit, our young district to come child mortality, and infant mortality, and maternal mortality. So those are some of the things that are contained. I cannot go on and on and on and on.
Okay, and thank you for those wonderful ideas and for wonderful plans. And God grace 2023, if the Osho, the people decide to bank on you, I hope we have all these things on table. So now, duty of a legislator are
Yes.
premised on the tripod of lawmaking, oversight,
Yes.
function, facilitation of extensive process. How do you intend to balance all the three? With detail, please. Sorry, before you answer that question, and for our audience, if you have any question you want to ask our guests directly, kindly raise your hands. I will permit you to unmute yourself and ask our audience a direct question. Sorry, our guests a direct question. Now, and Honorable Peter, like I said, the duties of a legislator are premised on the tripod of lawmaking, oversight functions, participation of extensive projects. How do you intend to balance all three? With details, please.
Okay. You mentioned it. Lawmaking, one of the duties of a legislator. Oversight function, also, and facilitation of projects and policies. I intend integrating these three together. My primary duty, if I'm elected, I'm in the House, is to make law and support laws that can bring about development, rapid development, because we need laws that can facilitate rapid development. We have the manpower, we have the population. What are we waiting for? One thing I noticed over the years, our law making, sometimes either by commission or by omission, they are skewed towards one side, and they are kind of faulty. I will make laws that the T's will be crossed, the I's will be dotted. Laws that will be critical for the development of every Nigerian, and for the development of every Nigerian and developmental purposes of our country as a whole. Laws that can promote fair welfare. The cardinal point of a government is to provide security, provide basic amenities, provide enabling environment for businesses to thrive. Laws such as laws that would remove double taxation, laws that will promote loans for SMEs, laws that will promote massive infrastructural development. Those are the kind of laws. Then coming to oversight, parastatals, MDAs, agencies, ministries, whatever committee that will be placed, if God willing, I win next year, I will make sure that whatever committee I will be placed in, I will make sure I carry out my function, the oversight function of checking these MDAs, parastatal ministries, if they are at optimal level, functioning at optimal level, doing my job without fear or favor, in the interest of the Nigerian populace, not in my own interest, in the interest of the people. The people saddled with the responsibility of managing these MDAs, agencies, ministries, and parastatals will be answerable to the Nigerian people. My principal, Dr. Peter Obi, said it. We are getting the power from the few and giving it back to the people where the power belongs to. The power belongs to the people. And I, as an honorable, come 2023 in the House, will carry out my oversight function as I've sworn allegiance to the Nigerian state to uphold our honor and glory. So I'm going to do that without fear or favor. Then coming to facilitating policies, I'll facilitate policies that will not, policies that are not inimical to the growth of the country, policies that are beneficiary to the country. Take for instance, policies on loan taking, that the interest rates will not be okay to the Nigerian people. Discourage such. But can you hear me? Hello? Policies, Alpha State policies, Alpha State projects, ensuring that government situates prime premium different constitutions, different words, so that the people that can benefit the people directly. A such project are able to serve as a nexus between the government and the people, so that the people will get what is due to them in terms of developmental projects and policies that will be of great benefit to them.
Okay, and Honorable Peter, thanks for that. Now, in a state when one party has been the majority for so long, do you think that your chances? Do you not think that your chances are slim? If not, tell us why you think so. That your chances of winning are very slim.
Okay. If I get you correctly, my chances of emerging as the House of Rep member representing to the soul of Federal Constituency 1.
Yes.
Slim. That's what you're trying to say. Let me tell you, the people, power resides absolutely in the hands of the people. And the people, the Nigerian citizens, suddenly woken up to this fact that enough is enough. They selected power among themselves. 1999, since the coming back of democracy back to our beloved country, Nigeria, my beloved country, Nigeria, Lagos State has always been in the hands of the opposition. How do we get this power back? My brother, I did it last year. I told you this chat that I don't play politics with violence. I don't play politics with bitterness. I'm well grounded in this constituency. Politics without bitterness, if it is played, everybody has equal chance of emerging, provided you do your underground work. You have equal chance, just like probability, a random selection. So what stands me out from every other person that makes me believe that I can wrestle power from the opposition, the current government in Lagos State, which is the APC. I tell you today, the movement is Labour. The people, the power resides with them. They've woken up. And I joined Labour before the emergence of Obi. Obi met us in Labour, and I thank God he came. But before Obi came, I have the conviction whether or not I will contest under Labour. The same work I put in YPP in my ward E1, Shogunle, in Oshodi Soil local government. I'll put the same work. Oshodi is just, constituency 1 is just comprising of Oshodi, Bolade, Orile Oshodi, Mafuluku, Alasia, and Shogunle. Then Air Force Base inclusive. These are things that I can talk. I can reach out to every nook and cranny of this constituency, one-on-one. Give me your time, I'll sell you my idea. Give me your time, I'll sell you my idea. I don't have the money to play. I don't play politics of buying votes and all that. I play politics of ideology. What are you bringing to the table? The Nigerian people needs to know what we all are bringing to the table. And I can tell you for a truth, I'm bringing service to humanity for Federal Constituency 1 Oshodi Solo. I'm bringing justice, I'm bringing fairness to the people. I'm bringing equity to the people. I'm bringing equal leveling playing field to the people. I'm bringing in prosperity, opportunity to the people. I'm bringing power back to the people. So with that, the labor movement has caught everybody like a wildfire, which is not going to stop till March 25th, after the governorship and the Lagos State House of Assembly election. It's going to crisscross across every strata, every creed, every tribe, every ethnic group, every religion, everything, like male or female, boy or girl. The people want their power back, and the power the people are taken. And I thank God I belong to the party, and I know I have the capacity and the capability to win this election if there's level playing field. And I know President Buhari will not want to disappoint the entire globe. He's going to provide that level playing field for everybody to thrive. Bring your ideology, sell it to the people. Whichever, let the best man win. Unmute, unmute, unmute.
Okay, thank you, Honorable Peter. Thank you for that. And okay, what is your assessment of the current representatives, of the current member of House of Rep for this constituency? On the scale of 1 to 10, what is your own assessment?
To be honest with you, you want my fair judgment, my fair assessment. Honorable Daudu, representing Oshodi, is all of Federal Constituency 1 in the House of Representative, has not performed very well. He has performed below par. Honorable Daudu, if you can hear me, if you're on live, you performed below par. On the floor of the assembly, we don't hear about you. We don't know about bills that you've passed. You don't have a constituency office where people can furnish you with bills. You don't consult us. When MAF was there, it was fair in 2007. When MAF was there, Honorable Hussein, who is now the senator of Osun State, it was fair. But Honorable Daudu, I'm sorry, on my street, sometimes I look on Olori Street, there's a street light powered by solar. From Ministry of Agriculture, for God's sake, how come something that was meant for Ministry of Agriculture was diverted to Oshodi Solo local government? Honorable Daudu, if you can tell me one project you've situated in Oshodi Solo local government, Federal Constituency 1, I'll be glad to verify. I've been part and parcel of this local government. You can't give people 210 GC form and say you've impacted their life. Something that they can resonate with years over, that nobody will take it back from them. Give a nation education, you give a nation wealth. Train a child, you provide capacity for nation building. On a scale of 1 to 10, I score him 2. Honorable Daudu, I'm scoring 2 over 10. Unmute.
For that, is that how bad he has represented our constituency if we are scoring him on the scale of 2?
My brother, go around the constituency, the local government roads, and in deplorable states. Let me from PWD, from airport where you have First Bank, down to Air Force Base, down to Majekozini Street. I'll be calling streets now. Go and verify. Majekozini, no motorable, no go area. Come to Olori Street in Shogunle, no motorable. Ajani Street, no motorable. Adishegiri, that's Ariyo, the local government chairman, the past government chairman was constructed in deplorable states. Transverse Adishegiri to Oyegwa, bad. Oyegwa to Arojobe. They just started one part of Arojobe recently. Then that suit in Oshodi. Down to Balogun, down to Michael Street, down to down to Salami Street, Osenyewu, Foshe, down to, I can go on and on and on and on. Shogule, Wadi 1 Shogule, the roads are bad. Wadi 2, down to Alasia, to Ogudene, bad. Sadiku, bad. Makinde, bad. Oja, bad. There's nothing happening. There's nothing happening. Daudu is not visible. I don't even attend sittings. I'm not trying to organize it. I will address issues, but I just have to call him out on this. Tell me one project. Go to Surulere. Go to Surulere. I'm of Labour. His current speaker is APC. But go and see what he's doing in Surulere, or what the House of Assembly Speaker in Lagos State, Obasa. I'm not promoting the party. I said I play politics without bitterness. If you have it, I'll give it to you. Obasa, go and look what he's doing in Agege. That's what we talk about facilitating. It's not his job to do that. But he can facilitate and bring projects in. When roads are good, motors or vehicles will move through inner roads, thereby stirring up business activities. The shops that we have, it will stimulate business activity, whereby the local government can collect revenue and also do what? Fly back that revenue back to the growth of the local government. Honorable Daudu has said in all this.
Okay, Honorable Peter, now that you have highlighted all this, now your constituency deserved regular feedback from you. Yes. If you win the elections,
yes,
run us through how you intend to get that done, how you can be held to account on your promises. Now, you have talked about not being held, we can't hear our past leadership. Now, if you are given the opportunity, now how do you intend to feed your constituency back of what about to happen and what has happened or what you have done? So how do you do that?
My brother, my plan of achieving what you just asked me now, how do I represent my constituency so that they can benefit maximally and maximize my potential in the house? First and foremost, I will remain in my constituency. I'm going to get an office in the various wards. I'm going to organize my office, constituency office, to make sure that I have annex the 5 wards. 5 wards that make up Oshodi Federal Constituency 1, namely Oshodi, Alasia Shogule, 4 Shogule, 5 Mafuluku. I'm going to have annexes there. Then also, I'll make sure every month I'm having a town hall meeting with them. The people I'm representing, they've sent me to, I'm a servant leader. They've sent me to go and serve. I must bring back feedback. They said communication is never complete without feedback. I must bring back feedback to my people because they gave me the mandate. Otherwise, they can recall me. Every month, since I'm residing in their domain, I'll be able to report back to them. And we'll be able to brainstorm on the way forward. It's a collective effort. It's not I. It's what we can do. So I'll be reporting back to them on a monthly basis. On a monthly basis, I'll be reporting back to them because I'll still reside in Sogule. Currently, I reside in Sogule. Then I'll have a constituency office in Martin, and I'll have a constituency office in other wards, so that I'm able to be getting feedbacks. So, by I will ensure that I promote bills that can bring projects. Thank God, Solo local government, by the grace of God, is the gateway to Nigeria, whether you like it or not. Is the gateway to Nigeria. Under Oshodi local government, you have the international airport, which accounts for about 6% of passenger flight in West Africa. Situated in Oshodi local government, under the land, Ewu land, whether they call Muritara Muhammed International Airport Ikeja, but is on the Oshodi local government land. It was built on Ewu land. So how do we leverage on that? I will make sure if I say things that the local government can leverage on that in terms of employment. Federal Research Institute, Federal Industrial Research Institute, Oshodi, FIRO, where you have resettlement center for the army, NAFIC, you have NIMET, situated at NITE there. You have a sporting facility around that Kappa. We can leverage on that. Then you have a big market in Oshodi. I will ensure that I improve upon the market in Oshodi. You have the interchange, whereby a hub, Ambode wanted to build a hub of transportation. We'll make sure that we'll bring the federal government in this. We'll bring the federal government into it. The interchange. Then we'll look at Shogule Market. Shogule Market used to be a light producing market before, a mono market, but it was changed. It was changed from that. Suddenly, going to school, if I come back from school, I can sign up to produce nylon, whereby I will get money to sell myself, buy myself the bio, modern biology, past questions, brighter grammar, all those things. But now our youth are languishing. They are not productive. 8 hours they have to every day. You go to your friends, you go to joints, you see them doing nothing. Shogule market can be turned into a nylon producing market. You know what polythene means in the Nigerian market? There's nothing you buy now whereby you don't have your bags with a polythene. Shogule market can do that. Then Afijalo market used to be a fruit market before. Just like my two. Everything has broken down. We want to get fruit. We can't get it in our local government. We have to go to my two or Ile, where we can have it in our local government. Then we have a plant market somewhere in what class standard by the intervention of getting grants overseas and intervention providing latest equipment, planing equipment, filing equipment, empower and build their capacity, those in the soil mill. We used to have coal rooms scattered in Oshodi, but now you can barely find one coal room. How do we sustain ourselves, food security? So there's a whole lot. Oshodi can take advantage of GRA, Ikeja. GRA is almost developed, fully developed. Suddenly, the property market in Shogule, Ladipo will skyrocket because the overflow there. How do we leverage on it? Our representatives are not thinking on this. How do we maximize revenue generation in the local government? How do we do that? If we have the people, enough of this radio and TV levy that local government revenue used to, they can do more. Leverage on the international. Also, the local government is blessed. You have the 9 Brigade in front of the local government, almost adjacent to Oyetayo Street. You have NAFIC resettlement on the other side of Charity. You have Air Force Base. You have international airport. You have state command in Ikeja. For God's sake, we can leverage on all these things. Our representatives, they are not doing that. Thank you. On mute.
There's a question for you on the chat room that I wanted to answer. Okay, please. And this is from Prince Omenu. He said, "Hello, sir. Please, can you tell us briefly about your educational background and kindly share your leadership experience of any organization you have served and what are your accomplishments?" I think this person joined late. Maybe you should try
The program that I yes. Yes.
you get that.
Okay. Go ahead. Sorry.
And the person is asking, please, can you tell us briefly about your educational background and kindly share your leadership experience of any organization you have served and what are your accomplishments?
Okay. My educational background. When I started, I went to local government primary school from 1990 to 96. After which I proceeded to Oshodi High School from 1996 to 2002. Then from 2005, I did an ND program in Yaba College of Technology, Yaba. Building, construction, building technology in Yaba. Then while I was in between that ND, it was a PT program. I was also running a database administration program with NIT, Ikeja background. I was combining it with work with Guinness Nigerian PLC or background. Then I gained admission to University of Lagos in 2005. We were the first set that wrote post-UME, where I went to study building, Faculty of Environmental Science, University of Lagos, under the leadership of Professor Olufo Obi and Professor Yagba and Dr. Ame. After that, I delved into hospitality a bit. Then I have penchant for maintenance. So I delved into facility management. So the things I've handled, so far so good. I've managed Newtown Hotels and Suites, Mero, Shola Omikule Construction Nigerian Limited, Ibadan. The headquarters is in Idimu. Is verifiable. Guinness Nigerian PLC, Constrad, under Constrad Nigeria Limited. The Buentono, Obakran, Allen. Currently, can you hear me? Currently, I'm the secretary of Special Friends Club of Nigeria. I'm the secretary of Friends That Cares Club. While I was in secondary school, I was the secretary of Geography Club. I was the secretary of Akim Saka Campaign Organization, 2007, for chairmanship in the local government. I was also a member of BATCO. I was coordinator of CPC polling unit agent in 2011. I was a polling unit agent for AD in 2007 election. So I've held posts in church as HOD, Harvest Committee chairman or marketing sub. In school, I was a student representative council member, University of Lagos, 2008, because there was no student union in University of Lagos. So under the leadership of Dr. HOD Longe, the Dean of Student Affairs, is verifiable. I was part of the Student Representative Council to draft the bill, the proposal that will bring back student union government in University of Lagos, 2008. And we were ably inaugurated by the consulate, United States Embassy consulate in 2008 before the election of Obama. So I was a coordinator. I was a coordinator in my department, building department, University of Lagos, a coordinator in School of Building, Yaba Tech. Several these things, the ones I can remember. So currently, I'm in Labour Party and also part of the campaign council, Labour Party, Lagos State, a member of the campaign council, Lagos State, Labour Party.
Okay, thank you for that. Somebody just dropped a question here, and we are sorry for taking, before I take the question, I want to apologize for taking much of your time because this program is supposed to end by 4 o'clock, and it's almost 4:10 because of the technical issue we have at the beginning. So we're going to add only 10 minutes to this time. By 4:20, we're going to close the window. So if any of our audience want to engage our guest directly, you can raise your hands while I give permission to talk directly to him, or you can send your question to the chat room while I read. So somebody ask a question now. Comrade Akitunde Olagbaye.
Okay.
He said, you have spoken extensively about your plans for Oshodi. I'd like to know how you intend to enlist the support or suspicion of the federal government into these lofty plans, bearing the fact that some of the monuments you highlighted surround Oshodi, but not under its jurisdiction. Do you understand the question, sir?
I do clearly understand.
Okay.
I do clearly understand. Okay.
Over to you, sir.
To answer this question, if I get you correctly, some of the monuments I mentioned, like the international airport, is situated in Ikeja local government. That's what he meant to say, and under the jurisdiction of the federal government. Fine. But like I said, how can we leverage on it? How can we leverage on all these things? In terms of the security barracks that are surrounding Oshodi local government, the airport, the gateway to the seaport, which is Oshodi Apapa Expressway, Federal Institute of Industrial Research Oshodi, NIMET, NEMA, NAFDAC, Resettlement Center, Air Force Base. Yes. What I would do is to solicit the support and the cooperation and synergize with the federal government in Abuja to ensure that these parastatals, MDAs, are well funded and are well equipped so that our people in our local governments can leverage and benefit from it in terms of employment, in terms of capacity building, in terms of training, in terms of boosting the economic situation of the local government. Because when federal government sends staffs to the income among us, thereby boosting trade, and where trade is boosted, what do you get? You get economic growth. Everybody has, our marginal propensity to consume now does not match our marginal propensity to spend. So we'll be able to bring those things to be at par. We'll synergize with the federal government. It's a win-win situation for everybody. We leverage on the property market that is fast growing in GRA Ikeja. Hotels are springing up, just as hotels are springing up in Oshodi. Also, we take advantage of the interchange, which is situated in Oshodi Solo local government. How do we make it viable? How do we make it profitable? So that by so doing, it will be functional. That interchange will be functional as a melting hub for the whole transportation system in Nigeria to accumulate at Oshodi, thereby giving travelers an experience to witness what Oshodi is like. Creating hospitality spot, hotels will spring up just as they've been springing up in the past few years in Oshodi. Creating employment. Do you know what one employment can do? One employed person can have 4 dependents. Do you know that money, you employ one person, you've employed 4 technically? So these are the things we are going to do. We're going to leverage, like I said, work tirelessly, effortlessly, work in tandem with the federal government policies that will promote the growth of Oshodi and Nigeria at large. Thank you. Hello?
Okay, I'm with you. Thank you. Thank you for that. Since we don't have any question from our audience, and Comrade Akintunde, can you unmute yourself, please?
Oh, thank you, Honorable Peter and Comrade Galadima. I'm really happy I'm back, and I enjoyed every bit of what you said. I was typing a question earlier. Can you hear me, sir?
Yes, can hear you.
I can hear you.
All right. I was asking a question just now about what your opinions are about stemming the tide of drug and substance abuse among youth in Oshodi.
Okay.
I'd like to hear that part from you and how you intend to step in. You know, like you win the elections today, that's a major concern. Especially, I know there's a large population of that, subset in Shogunle. How do you intend to handle that?
Yes. Okay. Currently, I want to use this medium to thank the NDLEA boss, Colonel Buba Marwa, Brigadier Buba Marwa retired, on the job he's currently doing with the NDLEA. Drug abuse and substance abuse is rampant across Nigeria and Shogunle, Oshodi to be precise. What are we going to do? We are going to ensure that we sensitize our people on the disadvantage of the use of drugs, because our youths are fast degenerating. So we'll sensitize our youth on the negative effects of abuse of substance. Currently, the NDLEA, they are working on it. Will promote National Orientation Agency so that they can do more in terms of awareness. And also, for those that have gone cycle, we can create rehabilitation center in our wards. Out of the 5 wards that make up the constituency, we can create in 2. In one of these primary health center, there's one primary health center in Shogunle. It's very close to the markets. We can create such. You understand? We'll get our medical practitioners overseas, like I said earlier on, to also intervene in this program. In the end, we can bring them so that they help us out. But the primary thing is we want to be proactive. We don't want to be reactive. We want to be proactive to ensure that our youth know the dangers that is in the abuse of substance. Cocaine use, codeine, tramadol, methamphetamine, all these things, cracks, banana, igbo, the negative effects of it destroys you. It brings you to depression. It lowers your self-esteem. Without it, you cannot be yourself. Why do you need that when God has deposited something that is greater in you? It reduces your productivity and human capacity. Because if you're
Honorable, sorry, because of the shortness of time, I'm sorry I may have to interrupt you, because I know if I give you another 10 minutes, you would exhaust everything you have on your mind. So that's fine. I think I understand where you are going to, and that's impressive.
Okay.
Do you have any last remarks, any final remarks for your people, for the voters, generally, any final remarks?
Come again, please.
I said, do you have any final remarks, like your last lines, for the people who are listening to you, and then for those who may not be opportune to watch this thing live, who may eventually go back to YouTube, or for those voters who may be undecided at the moment, right? Who are thinking, did I go for this man or somebody else? Just the last remarks. Let's have them, sir.
Okay. My final word for every Nigerian watching this program now is to get involved. Whether you are home, abroad, you are in the diaspora, get involved. This is time to take back our country, take back Nigeria. Nigerians, don't sit on the fence. Now is the time. You asked for not too long to run bill. It has been signed. What else is keeping you waiting? Politics is not about funds. Don't look at funds. Politics is about believing in yourself and having the common good of the generality of our people. Get involved. Don't have that lukewarm attitude. Don't sit on the fence. Decide that Nigeria must be great again. Nigeria and my country, I must to do better for them. When we were growing up, we used to hear jingles like that. Yeah. Nigeria is your country. Nigeria is my country. What is that better that you want to do for Nigeria? Think about it. Spare a moment for Nigeria. Put Nigeria as your next project, your next big project. Nigeria is the next big thing that will happen to the world. And how do you get involved? Is by getting your PVCs. Starting from on the 12th to on the 18th of this month, INEC will be going around wards to issue out PVCs. After 18th, they will go back to their offices. Take advantage of this. Bring out 2 hours, 3 hours. Go to the local government offices. Go to your ward if they are in your ward. Ward E1, Ward E2, Ward D1, Ward D2, Ward D3. Come out en masse. Get your PVCs. When I go to INEC offices, I see PVCs lying fallow. Nobody's picking them. Please make sure you go to where you register. You can check it on your phone, voters.inec.org. You can know if your PVC is available. Check your mails. Check but if a text has been sent to you, make sure you have bad governance out of the corridors of power. That's your PVC. Get your PVC, vote wise. Your obedient Nigerians is at the polling unit. Get involved. Now is the time. Now is the time to make that change, the positive change. That's what we, Labour Party, Honorable Nnamdi Ebere, representing Osho, the soul of Federal Constituency 1 in this upcoming 2023 election is promising. That's what I demand of you. This is our country. We don't have any other country to take. We don't have any other where to go. We must stay and build this country for the generality and good of the common man and everybody. Vote wisely. Don't sell your votes. Thank you.
Yes, thank you, Honorable Nnamdi Ebere Peter. Yet again, it's been an interesting session with you. You. I think a few things have struck me about you. One is that you are young. Two is that you seem to have hands-on experience about constituency representation.
I'm 38. I'm 38.
No, I didn't want to mention your age. That's why I said you're quite young.
38 years. It's open. My life is opened up. My life is open.
Yes. So I'm grateful that you made time out for this. And I'm hoping that people will key into your ideas, your hopes of a better constituency, and vote for you. You know, of course, we're still going to interview some other people. Yes, we see the logo already. Don't worry. We see the Labour Party logo already.
Make the right choice. Okay. Now is the time.
Good. Okay. Thank you very much for coming on this online session. And we're hoping that when we have the physical online, the physical meeting, you'll be available too. We'll get in touch with you when time goes on and let you know. Thank you so much. And to everyone who has been viewing, thank you for being on this show. Have a nice
Thank you for the great job you are doing.
Thank you so much.
The Matured League, you people are great. You are doing a great and marvelous job. May God strengthen you. You grow from victory to victory, grace to grace, and glory to glory. Thank you very much for having me.
So much. And you too. Have a nice weekend, Honorable Peter.
Bye.